Are you serious? Are you serious? Guys, we have, of course, breaking news. I knew about it since 3 o'clock this morning, but I'm just now getting to you on this subject, the death of Pope Benedict the 16th. Pope Benedict the 16th, dead at 95 years old. Of course, he was the first pope to resign from the pontiff, from the papacy, in 600 years. And I predicted it would happen. I wrote about that in my book, Jerusalem Jihad. Well, let me just say real quick here. Let's put a shout out right now for www.noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. The word is $2,000. $2,000, okay? And when I say that, that's where's that coming from? Well, that's the amount that gold is expected to hit very soon, $2,000 an ounce in 2023. That's where it's headed and beyond. The growth will continue throughout 2023 with gold prices remaining elevated, probably at an average of $2,086 an ounce. All of this is according to the Bank of America. It looks like they're right because the beginning of December, gold crossed over and became over $1,800 an ounce. Today, it's over $1,900 an ounce and expected to continue to rise. Crypto keeps on tanking. Stocks are too volatile. But a gold IRA, it would be very steady for your savings. So what are you waiting for? I mean, it's not too late to get involved. Thousands of people have retired comfortably with the help of Noble Gold Investments and their gold and silver IRAs. And if you've been a hesitant investor, but one of the handful of Americans who can go for the gold, why don't you consider rolling over that 401k into a gold or silver IRA? Get this, as this year is closing, get in on it now. You can pick up the phone and call Colin Plume or one of his associates tonight. Call them at 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347. Now, if you do, they will be gladly like to show you something here. They would love for you to give you one of these beautiful 3 ounces of pure silver Virtue American coin. It's 3 ounces. This thing is heavy. It's a collector's item. It's pure silver, and it's got Thomas Jefferson on it. It's really a neat. And they can give this to you for free. It's just as a gift because you set up a gold IRA. Contact them. Click on the link below in my description here, or call them at 877-646-5347. Tell them Pastor Paul Begley sent you there. All right, so Pope Benedict the 16th has passed away. It is a solemn time, to be quite honest with you, at the Vatican and in Rome today, as this news broke. Excuse me, that never happens, but it just did. At 3 o'clock this morning is when the news first broke. I knew about it. I said to Heidi, I'm not going to get up and do a video at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I've been very busy this morning, but preparing for tonight. Because tonight we're doing the New Year's Eve live broadcast. I'm going to start at 9 p.m. I said 8, but I just can't. I'm going to start at 9. It is going to be on my vision. The 23 points to watch for in 2023. The 23 points to watch for in 2023. The apocalyptic points. And I think that you're going to be stunned by some of them. But you're also going to say, you know what? You got a good point. And these are very prophetic. It's what I'm visioning that could happen in the year 2023 for sure. I'm going to be doing that tonight right here on this YouTube channel at 9 p.m. Eastern. Also at Twitter and also at Facebook if they show it. And then it will also post later on Rumble. Now also, but tonight, I'm going to do a special Patreon Live at 6 p.m. and do a preview of these 23 points. So if you're invited to this, if you want to be a part of the special preview of these 23 points, I'm going to do it live at 6 o'clock at Patreon. and you can be a part of that Zoom audience. There's 300 seats available. So I'm going to be going live at 6 o'clock. You want to be there, be ready, jump in. You can be one of the 300 people that would be live with me on Zoom. And that would be at Patreon on the Zoom. And you can be a part of that live at 6 o'clock. I'll go through these, give you a preview of the 23 points. And I'm also going to take questions and answers. And I have no idea what questions you're going to ask me, but I'm just going to take them on, okay? And if you want to be a part of that, today's the day to do it. And that will be at 6 p.m. Eastern tonight at Patreon. 6 p.m. Eastern at Patreon. Heidi is sending out an email. That email will be going out to all of you. Check your email. It'll tell you all about it. But if you're already a member of Patreon, boy, it'd be great to get in on this. If you're not, you can become a Patreon supporter by simply going to Paul Begley Patreon. There's Missy D's putting the link up there for you. But there you go. Just go to www.patreon.com/Paul Begley. Just simply, if you want to Google it, just Google Paul Begley Patreon, click, and it'll take you there. Get signed up. It's real easy. And you can, as a supporter, you can donate what you want to give. You can give, most people give $5 a month. Some people give more, and some give less. You're helping spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. So that's at 6 o'clock. That's when I'm going to give the 23-point preview, a quick preview. The long version will be on our New Year's Eve broadcast starting at 9 p.m. right here on YouTube, going to the midnight hour, okay? It's going to be amazing. Now, if you want to be a part of this Patreon live broadcast at 6 o'clock, be there at 6 o'clock when this thing goes live and grab one of those seats on Zoom. There's 300 seats available. Grab one, and you'll be in the Zoom live portion of the broadcast, and I'm going to quickly give you a preview, and then I'm going to take questions from that 300 people. I'm going to take questions, throw anything you want at me, and we'll answer some of those, and I think you're going to really enjoy it. It'll be a lot of fun. So thank God. Okay, so just go there quickly, and you'll find out all about it. Mike, just go there quickly and sign up and go real quickly. And you're helping me spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. I could talk about things over there a little more openly. So tonight, that's what we're going to do. So 6 o'clock at Patreon live, 9 o'clock here on YouTube live. The 23 points of the apocalypse. Let me just read to you now what they're saying about the Pope Benedict's death. Pope Benedict XVI was a shy German theologian who tried to reawaken Christianity in a secularized Europe, but will forever be remembered as the first pope in 600 years to resign from his job. He died today at the age of 95. Benedict stunned the world on February 11th, 2013, when he announced in his typical soft-spoken Latin that he would no longer have the strength to run the 1.2 billion member strong Catholic Church, and that he had steered for 8 years through scandal and indifferences. And he did. There was a ton of it was really a scandalous time that he was in the Pope. His dramatic decision paved the way for the conclave that elected Pope Francis as his successor. The two popes then lived side by side in the Vatican gardens, an unprecedented arrangement that set the stage for future popes to do the same. Now, Francis will celebrate Benedict's funeral mass this coming Thursday, the first time in modern history that a current pope will eulogize a retired pope. As tributes poured in from political and religious leaders around the world, Francis himself praised Benedict's kindness Saturday and thanked him for his testimony of faith and prayer, especially in these final years of retired life. Speaking during a New Year's Eve vigil, Francis said that only God knew of his sacrifices offered for the good of the church. And the former Cardinal, Joseph Ratzinger, that's what his name was, never wanted to be Pope, planning at age 78 to spend his final years riding in the peace and quiet of his native Bavaria. But instead, he was forced to follow the footsteps of his beloved Saint John Paul II and run the church through the fallout of this clerical sex abuse scandal. All of the priests that were involved in the sex abuse scandal. And then even a second scandal with his own butler, who had stolen his personal papers and then gave them to journalists. Being elected Pope, he once said he felt like a guillotine had come down on him. Nevertheless, he set about the job with a single-minded vision to rekindle the faith in the world that he frequently wept over, seeming to think what could he do to help God? In vast areas of the world today, there is a strange forgetfulness of God. He told 1 million young people gathered in a vast field for his first foreign trip as a pope. So, with some divisive, often controversial moves, he tried to remind Europe of its Christian heritage, and he set the Catholic Church on a conservative, tradition-minded path that often alienated the progressives. He relaxed the restrictions on celebrating the old Latin Mass and launched a crackdown on American nuns, insisting that the church stay true to its doctrine and traditions in the face of a changing world. It was a path that in many ways was reversed by his successor, Pope Francis, whose mercy over morals, priorities, and his progressive agenda alienated the conservative and traditionalist who still are members of the Catholic Church. Well, so yeah, it's a very, I look at it from the eyes of a Protestant pastor, and I see almost schism in the church body there of the Catholic Church when you're talking about Benedict the conservative and Francis the liberal Pope, who's changed the Lord's Prayer and changed the definition of several normal things in society and adapted all kinds of new liberal views. Where Benedict was the conservative who believed, let's just stick to the Bible and stick to the traditions of the church. So there was a great schism, not to the point it was in 1054, where the East separated from the West in the Catholic Church, and you started Eastern Orthodox portion of it. But certainly there is a divide going on right now, and it's not just in the Catholic Church, folks. It's happening in many mainstream denominations on the Protestant side, where the conservatives are splitting away, or the progressives are splitting away from the conservative traditional portion of the church. It's happening in mainstream Baptists, Methodists, Lutherans, Pentecostals, Church of Christ. I mean, it is, as I just already said, the Catholic Church. I mean, it is literally becoming this unbelievable divide between those who want to follow the traditions of the Bible and the accepted doctrine of the Word of God, and those who want to move on past the Bible or extra scriptural view of a progressive world, a more liberal world, and total liberal in their way of thinking. And we would say it this way, in a more sinful, worldly world, okay, instead of sticking to the principles of the Word of God. So you have a divide going on big time in not just the Catholic Church, but in all of the Protestant mainstream denominations as well. And even right here online, I'm the first online pastor with the first online church ever in the world. And now there's probably 5,000 online churches today online. And many of them, some of them are trying to stick closer to the conservative view of the gospel of Jesus Christ, and others are just completely out there in left field. I don't even know what they're doing. Okay, so this is happening. Okay, and it will be. This is the dividing of the sheep from the goats. This is the division of the wheat from the tares. This is part of how it works, and it's really taking place. And Jesus said, "Let them grow along together. Don't none of us do the separating. Let God do it. Let the tares grow right along with the wheats, for the Lord himself, the angels will come, and they will separate them in the last day. We're living in this end time. It's unbelievable. Guys, I'll be back with some more current world events. And at 6 o'clock is when I'm going to be doing the live Patreon broadcast. At 6 o'clock, live at Patreon. There's 300 seats. You get there, you click, you'll be in on the Zoom if you're the first 300 people that get there. If you get there and they're full, just hang on a minute because somebody might jump out and you can jump in. In that, I'm going to be giving the preview of the 23 points, the 23 apocalyptic points for the year 2023, the Begley prophecy vision of 2023. I'm going to give the preview of it tonight at 6 o'clock at Patreon. It's easy to become a member of Patreon. Just go to Paul Begley Patreon, Google it, Paul Begley Patreon, go there and sign up. If you're already a member, get there. I'd love for you to be a part of it because you get to participate. Besides me giving you a quick preview of the 23 points, and I'll go in depth on this later tonight at 9 o'clock right here on a live New Year's Eve broadcast. But also, I'm going to take questions and answers. I'm going to take questions from the audience live. Ask whatever you want. I'll try my best to answer it. Some of the things you've been dying to ask. This is your chance. This is your chance. Okay? I mean, Vladimir Putin does it once a year, so I guess I should too. Okay? Although he skipped out this year. This is your chance, so be a part. At 6 o'clock at Patreon, and then if you miss the live Patreon, don't worry, it will be archived. It will be up on Patreon after it's done. 6 o'clock live on Patreon. Tonight, I'm at 9. Excuse me, I said 8, but I changed it to 9 simply because after I do an hour on Patreon, and then I'm going to do 3 hours tonight from 9 to midnight, and then I got to be under the big tent by 9:30 in the morning to preach the Sunday morning message to start the new year. Okay? And I got still a bunch of other things I'm still working on. I just can't. I thought better. Heidi said, hey, you might not want to start at 8. That's a long. So 3 hours tonight. 3 hours tonight. We're going to do all 23 points. The Paul Begley prophecy vision of 2023. It's on. It will be on PowerPoint. I'll be putting it up on the screen. You'll be able to see it. And I think it'll be very, very interesting. See you guys at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock on Patreon, 9 o'clock on YouTube. Live, both locations. Here's Lexi Begley singing from our brand new album, Harmonize and Prophesy. Her song, Epiphany. Lexi Begley. You can get this at our website, paulbegleyprophecy.com.
Keep your helmet, keep your license, just a flesh wound. Here's your rifle, crawling up the beaches now. Sir, I think he's bleeding out. And some things you just can't speak about. With your eyes, with your rifle down, down. Watch you breathing out.
Isabella, God bless.
Something magical did not cover someone's daughter, someone's mother. Holds her head for plastic now. Dark, I think she's crashing out.
Anton Smith.
And some things you just can't speak about.
love to have her on live. She is so shy. I'll work on it. Granddaughter Blazer. Yeah, that's a Taylor Swift song.
Only 20 minutes to sleep, but you dream of some epiphany. Just one single glimpse of relief to make some sense of what you see. With your eyes, with your eye fall down. Watch you breathe in, watch you breathe in, out. With your eyes fall down. Just you breathe in, watch you breathe in, Only 20 minutes to sleep, but you dream of some epiphany. Just a single glimpse of relief to make some sense of what you see.
Lexi Begley, my granddaughter, with the beautiful song Epiphany. You can get that album, Harmonize and Prophesy, at our website. Matter of fact, check out all our music there. I got 4 music CDs there. She sings another song on the Journey album. She sings one, Down to the River to Pray, which is a beautiful song, beautiful song. Anyway, plus Kevin Wilson, we got all 4 of his albums there. We've got formerly Jacob, Israel Hall, and Jeffrey Clare Coper. We got their album there. Check it all out. Guys, I'll be back at 6 o'clock on Patreon for the preview of tonight's 23 points, 23 apocalyptic points for the year 2023. And I'll take questions and answers from you. Fire away. There's 300 seats available if you want to be a part of that live audience on Patreon. It's a Zoom audience. So be there. We'll be going live at 6 p.m. And then I'll be going live at 9 p.m. right here on YouTube and my website and Twitter and Facebook, if Facebook will show it. Facebook usually will show it, but then they won't archive it. But Twitter will show it and will archive it. And then we also put it up on Rumble after that. And then it's also archived so here on YouTube. So anyway, see you guys at 9 o'clock. It's going to be really good. If you're going to join my Patreon channel, thank you so much. You just need to go right there, www.patreon.com/Paul Begley, and sign up. It's real easy. A lot of you are already members, so that's easy. If you're not, you can. You can go now and get signed up. It's up to you what you want to give. Give whatever you want. It's you can. Some people give $5 a month. That's about the average. Some people give more. Some people give less. Whatever you want to do, and be a part of Patreon. All right. All right. God bless. I'll see you guys at 6 o'clock, and then here on YouTube, I'll see you at 9 o'clock. We'll give you the full 23 points in its. It will be its incredible presentation on all of these. I think you'll be stunned. Also give you an update on the ministry, how many people were saved so far in 2022. We hope some more people will get in tonight before midnight, before it's too late. God bless. And there is people still trying to give New Year's resolution. Excuse me. Some people are still trying to give an offering before the end of the year. It is tax deductible. If you do that, it's a good time to do it. Some of you had a great year. Some of you, your businesses, you need to do a write-off in any way. So why don't you give to the work of the Lord? Some people just want to say, I want to thank the Lord for this year. It's been a good year. Or some of you want to plant a seed for next year to get out and say, I'm trusting God for a better year next year. I want to give. I want to thank the Lord. I'm alive. He brought me through. And I'm believing next year for a better year. All right. There's 4 ways to give. I better throw that up there or I'll get in trouble because I almost forgot. Thank you, Miss ZD. You can go to my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com or paulbegleyprophecy.org and donate right there. And that'd be a good way to do it so that it gets in for the before midnight. So you can do that right now. Another way to give is to pick up the phone and call right now. The phone line's open. And you can call this number, 765-327-4200. That's no, that's the wrong number I give you. That's the text giving. You can text give. You text the word give to that number, 765-327-4200. You text the word give to 765-327-4200. Or you can call this number, 765-414-2230. That's 765-414-2230. Or you can put a check or money order in the mail and mail it to Paul Begley Prophecy. That's Paul Begley Prophecy, 1048-B. That's 1048-B, Sagamore Parkway West. That's Sagamore Parkway West, West Lafayette, Indiana. That's West Lafayette, Indiana, 47906. That's 47906. All right. See you guys at 6 o'clock on Patreon and 9 o'clock here on YouTube.